just an unbelievably hard game. UConn's kids obviously played, really hard. I thought our guys really dug down there after a start that was a little familiar for us here in our last couple, especially on Saturday. But much more of a response from them, and had a lot of different guys step up and play that maybe didn't get 20-some points in the game, but just some key plays with overall just have a lot of guys step up in key moments. And I can't say enough about the response. It's not easy to sort of take the medicine we had to take on Saturday by not really playing the right way. And then I thought tonight, obviously, we were much better in the toughness category. We were much better in certain areas defensively. Obviously, it was a grinder of a game. It was very hard to finish around the basket. I think they blocked 8 shots, and everything was tough. But we missed our chances, I thought, early in the game, in transition in the first half with some sloppy play. And then obviously there were some plays in the second half that we needed to knock down to maybe give ourselves a cushion. But, guys stepped up and played, and it's good to have Finney back as well.
Questions?
Just how big, Coach, was Joey Braun in closing out this game with toughness?
Yeah, really happy for Joey. He had struggled there for a little bit of getting his feet on the ground and getting some easy baskets. Sometimes a little easier to get one done, but I gave him that second run, and things became very stagnant. It started to become a very, very tough game to score. And I thought, he went back to the basics of what he's been doing pretty well for us all year. He ran to the rim, got a key transition post up when we needed it. He created a lane for Al on the flagrant opportunity there. That was his doing by forcing the big under the basket. And then he came up with a couple plays. But to his credit, he didn't get down. He stayed with it, and I thought the guys on the team, especially the staff as well, kind of kept everybody kind of engaged. It was a hard game to play in. As a player, those ones right there are tough. Nothing's easy, but a lot of big plays down the end. I thought Al really had a nice finish to the game as well. He made some key buckets for us down the stretch.
Archie, can you talk a little bit about Rob being in there and kind of steadies the team when he's in there and coming back from this injury?
And he played more in tonight's game than he's practiced all year. So to his credit, he was ready to go from just an experience level. He's played a lot of minutes, and I thought he went in there and, he did what he does. I thought defensively he impacted the game when he came in, and then offensively he's steady and he's strong. He doesn't just fire the ball all over the place. He keeps it kind of tight, and 2 big free throws at the end of the game as well. So I'm happy for him. He's had a really, really tough start to the year. He has not been able to get over the hump. Hopefully this is a good sign that, getting him back. But this is the first time all season we've had all 11, sort of available. And it helped tonight, to have him and Armand and a lot of different guys at the guard spots, because it wasn't an easy game to play if you were a guard in there tonight. There was a lot of pressure.
How much did these
Okay,
guys
hold up. Hold your hand. Raise your hands. We have a question here, and I'll get to you.
Arch, you've been very, open about the balance potentially for this team and how on different games other people can step up. How much did tonight really epitomize how hard you might be to prepare for because everybody can contribute?
Well, I thought that was, a key message to the team coming off of Saturday. Talked a lot about that, coming into tonight, and then obviously as the course of the game played it out, it kind of showed, I thought, what we can be. Jerome Hunter, big shot coming in the game. He was off the bench, did a great job defensively for a time being, had some rebounds. But Demise had good minutes in the first half as well. Bringing Rob obviously back in now, but all 11 guys from Duran, who, first half I thought helped us. Second half, he missed a couple chippies, but all 11 guys have a chance to play. I'm not afraid to play any of them. We just have to be really mindful around each other every single day how hard it is to coexist with 11 players that expect to play. But if we're about the right things and we play the right way, and it's about the win, at the end of the day, you have a chance. This team has a chance to be pretty good because there's a lot of inexperience still out there. There's a lot of guys that are playing in that environment for the very first time, whether it's Trace or Armand or Jerome. And there's a lot of newness to our team, coming together. So, but I definitely, I've said this from the very beginning. I think this team has a chance to be pretty good. We grew up a little bit this week. I thought today was a battle-tested type of a game where you were going to have to earn it, and we did that. It wasn't easy, it wasn't pretty, but to find a way to get on that plane tonight, after playing in that environment, it's a good feeling for your guys.
I guess just to kind of elaborate on what you just said there, I mean, how much did you see these guys grow up in the last 3 days? Is this sort of the situation where a young team needs to go through something like this?
You need to go through. You don't need to get drilled like we need to get drilled, like we got drilled on Saturday. But we got to take your medicine. I mean, you got to take your medicine. Some guys don't like their medicine, you know. And I thought the last couple of days were obviously the ante goes up, the pressure goes up, the coaching starts to take a little bit of a fold where you're starting to hold guys a little bit more accountable for some of the mistakes that we got away with maybe a few weeks ago. And I think coming into tonight's game, you know, there was a serious competitive, you know, balance to our team. It wasn't just one guy that was playing well. I thought everybody brought the right attitude to the game, and you know, it was a really fierce game around the basket. I mean, block shots. I mean, you know, everything around the basket for us was hard tonight with their shot blocking. And I thought we did a pretty good job off the ball, being able to dig a few out of there and get some steals. I think we had 10 steals in the game, so it was kind of a crapshoot there. But you know, the free throw line continues to play a big role for this team as well. It's like kind of the secret of the success. And first half, it saved us. The game was getting away from us a little bit, and we found a way to work ourselves to the line. We got to the bonus early, and we were able to get free throw attempts in the first half, which gave us a chance. And then we did a good job in the end of the half. In the second half, you know, clearly we got to the line a little bit more, but you know, we made more than our opponent attempts. That's what we try to do. Our rebounding isn't as good here in our last 2 games as it needs to be, and you know, taking care of the ball a little bit better tonight. But we got to do that a little bit better as well. And you know, I think down the line, some of those easy ones that we missed tonight, hopefully, you know, can go down.
You guys were down 26-16 there. Kind of had a here we go again moment feel to it at that point. Did anybody step up in your mind verbally? You talked about communication a lot on Saturday.
Yeah, I think everybody did. I thought the awareness was there. I thought Al Durham, I thought Trace actually was very vocal in the timeouts. And I thought everybody, though, was pretty good. I think we're mindful right now. We're a mindful team of that. It's a big thing for this team is to learn how to step outside your comfort zone a little bit. And it's just, you know, it's not okay to just go about your business quietly. You know, we don't have that advantage. Our team's got to, you know, hopefully come more together. But, you know, we got to learn how to talk. I thought Deron did a good job the last few days. I wasn't surprised in the first half we get off to a good start. And, you know, second half he missed a couple chippies. But Deron is doing a really good job for our team as a leader here this last 2 weeks. He's really stepped up in that regard. So, yes, we did have guys step up and talk. And I thought guys obviously stayed with it, you know, through some tough times, which you're going to need to do. Like I told him after tonight, I mean, every game we play from this point forward is going to feel like this. So, you know, you got to get used to it.
Coach, when it kind of happened on Saturday as well, but when everybody's struggling at the 5 and you would trace into the 5, what kind of balance do you try to strike with having Trace working him into the 4 and the 5, but sometimes when you really need him at the 5, not keeping them in there too long?
Well, I think, you know, the one thing that's unique about Trace, you know, playing more of the 5 position we become really quick defensively, and Justin and Demezi and Jerome, they have enough size where I think they can handle, you know, some guys. And I thought our defense got amped up again in that stretch when Trace was out there at the center position. He held his own. Then we started to get some more deflections. Justin covered some ground. I thought Demezi and Jerome did a pretty good job after the first initial wave with Paulie. You know, obviously he's a tough cover being that big in the way he shoots. But we get quicker. And I thought at the end of the first half when he was running to the rim a little bit more, he put a little bit more pressure at the basket. He got some easy opportunities there for a minute. But you know, these last couple games have been tough on us on offense. You know, we haven't shot the ball particularly well from 3, and we haven't gotten a ton of just clean looks. But I thought tonight we probably left about 5 in transition that we got to revert, and probably left about another 3 or 4 chippies that like we got to get them down, and you know, we'll do a better job of putting some more points on the board. But hey man, I mean, they don't ask you what it looks like, you know, come down the line. We got this done today. It was a hard-fought game, and give UConn credit too. They're a young team, and Danny's team's always obviously play very, very hard. So, you know, they're going to have a good season as well.
Okay.
Coach, thanks.
Coach.
All right.
The players will be outside our locker room in about 5